Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, July the 12th, and this is chat number 181 titled Lower the Smart Points in Your Kitchen. Another hot and sweaty day here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So glad that you cannot see how sweaty my hat is. I'm hoping that Facebook is going to be good to us on comments, because I don't really want to handle my phone tonight, and I can see a couple of you all are already joining in. This is live on Facebook tonight, so if you're watching this later on YouTube, or if you're watching this with us live tonight and you want to know how to watch more of these later, you can always go back and watch them on YouTube. So they're always available on demand on YouTube whenever you want to watch them. You can listen to them. Hello, Nicole. Yay. So I'm so happy that comments are working. They've been working for the last couple of weeks. So fingers crossed. Hello, Betty. Hello, Kim. Hello, Sylvia. It is so nice to see everybody tonight. Hello, Marlene. Today is another Sunday. And hello, Barbara. Yes, I saw you on Zoom earlier today, or I didn't see you. Did you have your video turned on? Because I did not see you. I saw your name, but I did not see you. And hello, Sandy from Northeastern Kansas. Hello, Elaine. Quick reminder, if you are new tonight, if you are brand new with us tonight watching live, please let us know, because we would love to say hi and hello to you. Hello, I think I already said hello to you, but hello, Elaine. Hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Carol Lou. And if you are watching this later, hello, Lynn. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, or if you're watching it later from IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and if you don't want to say hi and hello, just go ahead and grab that scroll bar and go over to about 10 minutes. Haven't had any complaints lately. Knock on wood. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Jennifer from Pennsylvania. Aloha, Kathy. Hello, Trish again. Hello, Teresa from Central Kentucky. Saw several people in the Zoom meeting today. Again, if you're new, if you're brand new with us, say hi and let us know that you're new, because we would love to welcome you. And for those of you who are coming in, who are going to be, and thank you, Nicole, for sharing that. For those of you who are coming in and are wondering what is going on with my nails, and for those of you that are new and don't understand the nail thing, just don't worry about it right now. But Casey and I are patiently waiting on our order, maybe impatiently waiting on our order. So thought they would be in before this weekend, so I've been holding out for one color in particular that I want to try out. Anyway, so no nails tonight. Hello, Sherry from Connecticut. Hello, Robin. Yeah, and Barbara didn't have... Barbara and Orlando Debbie did not have their video turned on today during the Zoom meeting. So I technically saw them, but I didn't get to see them. So apparently, I don't know, apparently Orlando Debbie had... sweaty hair or something, I don't know, whatever. Come on, it's just us girls. And hello, Robin. And no, Sandra didn't do them today because Casey and I were waiting on some nails to come in, and I was hoping that they were going to be here before yesterday, but they didn't come in. So, but that means lots and lots and lots of fun colors for next week. And hello, Terry from Connecticut. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Kathy from Ohio. So I saw you today. Today at the Knoxville Zoom meeting. So if you don't have, hello Shirley, so if you don't have a Zoom meeting yet, if you have not been attending a WW Zoom meeting, hello Lacey, the one here in Knoxville is getting pretty fun because we've got girls from everywhere. So there are ladies and a couple of guys from everywhere. Hello Missy from Ohio. Wait, Missy is brand new. So hello Missy from Ohio. She is new, so everyone tell her hello. It's just M-I-S-S-Y, regular Missy. So everybody welcome her and tell her hello because she's brand new. Hello, Terry. Hello, Kimberly from Virginia. Hello, Marlene's welcoming Missy. Oh, Casey's watching. What? Is Alyssa asleep? And Sandra says she loves my hat. This is from Dax Spices. So if y'all know how much I love Dax. And hello, Sandra from Naperville. I've already seen you once today. Hello, everybody. Okay, but real quick, if you want to join a Zoom meeting, if you are, hello, Melissa, if you are current, if you're a current WW member, and hello, Allie, and you are online only, or if you are, let me think, what are we supposed to call that? I already forget, virtual only, whatever. Then, even if you are, you do not have to have been attending in-person meetings. So if you were always online only, you can still go to some of the online Zoom meetings, and you can go anywhere that you want to. Hello, Deb from Maryland. So we had quite a little gaggle of people today. We were, it's at 2:30 Eastern. It's the Knoxville group, and you have to be an active WW member. You have to have WW Connect. And if you go to Connect, and if you just go into groups, and if you look for the group that is in Knoxville, we only have one, and it is the meeting for, and Deborah, it's so easy. It's so easy. And I think we even have a chat for that. Deborah says she's never done a virtual WW meeting. Trish, you need to talk to her. Hello, Barbara. You need to talk to her because Trish is like the queen. She is the queen. And Carol Lou, yeah. So as long as you've got active eTools and you are on Connect, yeah, just go and and log in. And Jennifer, we're going to talk about that in just a second. And there sneaks in Debbie, Orlando Debbie, who would not turn her video on today. Anyway, so we're the 2:30. I attend the 2:30 with Gwen in Knoxville. And hello, MJ. And today I got to say hi to Myrna, Sandra, Trish, Kathy, Sandy, Tracy, Barbara, and Debbie. So it was very good to see you all again today. Hello, Liz from San Angelo. And let's see. Okay, so people, yeah, hi, Orlando Debbie. Yeah, you're seeing me for the second time today. I didn't get to see you because you wouldn't turn your video on. But real quick, for everyone who either attended a Zoom meeting or if you're thinking about attending a Zoom meeting, now's the time to attend a Zoom meeting, okay? So we have a charm. What? I know. And you do not have to go to a physical workshop. You do not have to go into a physical location. Pretty sure that this is available for everybody because Gwen was talking about it today and she knew we had people all the way from California to, not sure who the farthest east person was, but we had from California at least to Tennessee anyway. And she didn't exclude any areas and she did not say that it was for like we're a Weight Watchers franchise, so she didn't say whether it was for franchises only or regular Weight Watchers. Seems like it's for everybody. So, I mean, hello Haley, hello Kathy. But we're doing a 6-week challenge starting this week, and this is on WW, on Connect. So you have to attend Zoom meetings to do this. It does not count. I still want you to come to our meetings here on Sunday nights, but attending our meetings does not count towards, because remember, we are not an official WW meeting. This is not sanctioned by WW. This is not sponsored by WW. Hello, Lynn. Not sanctioned by, not sponsored by WW. This is completely independent. I am not paid by them. So these meetings do not count. They count for you. They count for extra credit. They count with me. They count for Bravo stickers. But you just have to attend Zoom meetings, just WW Zoom meeting. And I don't even think you have to attend one that would have been yours. So you could attend our Sunday meetings. Pretty sure the Sunday meetings at 2:30 for Knoxville, and this still count. But this is a 6-week charm challenge. I have not looked it up yet, and it must start this coming week. Yeah, so like it must start this coming week. We did not get the keyword this week though, but you have to get the keyword. You have to attend. Hello, Sylvia. You have to attend and get the keyword. Please do not cheat and send people the keyword if they didn't attend. Okay, it's not fair. It's not fair to those of us who are attending. So if you attend 4 out of the next 6 Zoom meetings for WW and get the keyword, and I don't know how you turn it in. I haven't said yet how to turn it in. Okay, and Kathy wants to know, how do they know you attended to get the charm? You get a key, so there's a keyword. So there will be a keyword. Yeah, so there's a keyword that you're going to have to get. But once you get the keyword, 4 out of 6, and they haven't said yet how you turn that in, or I'm sure they'll be telling us in upcoming weeks, but however you turn it in, you turn in the keywords 4 out of the next 6 meetings, Zoom meetings, turn in the keyword, and you get a charm. Somehow they're going to send them to us. Don't know how that's going to happen. Barbara says she missed her meeting yesterday morning. Doesn't matter. You can attend any Zoom meeting anywhere. You can attend Zoom meetings in Australia. You can attend Zoom meetings in Knoxville. You could attend Zoom meetings in wherever, Naperville, Illinois. You can attend Zoom meetings in California. So the keyword, Renee says the keyword is on the weekly today. So oh, that's right. That's right. You have to look on the weekly. So it's the brand new weekly. And thank you, Renee, for reminding me about that. Gwen did say that, and then I completely forgot to write that down. So the weekly. So again, you have to be a current WW member to get the word, to get whatever the code word is. But anyway, so it's on the weekly that just came out today. I have not looked that one up yet. Hello, Lisa. But you're going to, anyway, so you're gonna start collecting them today. Okay. So that's 4 out of 6 weeks. Knoxville girls, we are still virtual only through July. So we talked about that last week. Nothing has changed. They did not say anything about, changing anything soon. And honestly, Knoxville girls, the rate at which our numbers for COVID are going up, I don't see us. Hello, Tracy. Good to see you again. I don't see us going back to meetings. Maybe not in August. I don't know. That's not official word from WW. That is unofficial word from Kelly. So our numbers are skyrocketing. So Knoxville people, please wear your masks. Please continue to social distance. We have had it so easy for this many months. Hello, Cindy. So please, because our numbers have just shot through the roof. Okay. So last week we talked about, who remembers what we talked about last week? Anybody? Last week we talked about breaking up with your sitting routine in chat number 180. So we were talking about, breaking up with sitting down. We talked about how dangerous it is for your health to sit down, that it literally is, sitting is the new smoking. It can cause heart disease. It can cause issues with, it can actually, like sitting too much, and that doesn't include laying down and sleeping. It can actually contribute to heart disease, to type 2 diabetes. I mean, it's just a bunch of things. So, and Barbara found somebody, or saw somebody from Loudon. Cool. Yeah, and Debbie says the numbers are high in Florida too. And Lynn is exactly right. Break up, stand up. So so that's what we talked about last week, is just standing up. So it didn't have to be a lot of exercise. It didn't have to be a whole lot. You didn't have to, jog around the room or anything. You didn't have to break a sweat. We were just talking about standing up. So last week, our homework for that was stand up, break up. So it was hashtag stand up, break up. And I was just encouraging everybody that, on the hour, at least once an hour, at least a couple of times a day, hello Evie, that you stand up. Just that simple. All you had to do was stand up. So you could break up with your sitting routine just by standing up. It's that easy. Oh no, Barbara, I'll talk to you about that. I'll talk to you about that personally later, because I didn't realize that's who that was. But your homework last week was hashtag stand up, break up. And I want to see how you did. Now, sorry, I'm glad y'all can't see again how sweaty I am, because it was, even though it was only 84, I think, when Karen and I walked, it was, ooh, and Deborah said she did 30 squats yesterday and 30 squats today. Ooh, and she says, yay her, she is easing into it. So anyway, stand up, break up. So Tanya works in a busy license plate office. So the office that she works in is a license plate office, and she's there from 9 to 5. So she's there 8 hours a day. They do a lot of sitting while they're there at the license plate office. This week, she broke up her sitting routine by standing 30 minutes. I'm sorry, Lynn said it's 100 there. Wow. Anyway, by standing 30 minutes out of every hour. 30 minutes out of every hour. So talk about standing up. That was 4 hours. So that was 4 hours of standing every day. That is awesome. And Tanya, I want to know, was that weird for people coming in to get their license plates, or did everybody else participate too? Did you start a movement in your office? But congratulations, that was awesome. And you know what? I just skipped to the homework without asking you all who attended. I got a little bit excited and ahead of myself. So we'll come right back to this. New people. Sorry, I just completely skipped over. I got so excited about the charm. I completely skipped over everybody going to their meeting everybody attending their Zoom meeting last week. Yeah, the charm just completely got my attention, because I love the charms. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. Who attended a Zoom meeting last week? So who attended a Zoom meeting last week? Give me a thumbs up. If you are here with us live, there's a little button down at the bottom, and you can do a thumbs up, and it will go up the screen like this. So if you attended a Zoom meeting last week, let's see some thumbs ups. And if you attended here with us last week, if you attended the live with us last week, or if you did both, let's see some hearts. Same little spot down on your screen, but you can do hearts instead. And I'm seeing a lot of you. So, yep, so Sandra did both. Nicole says she did. Marlene's all thumbs up. Sandy did both. And y'all have to excuse me while I'm stretching out the backs of my legs. Yeah. Oh, and Tanya is here. So Tanya is here. So Tanya says that some of the other girls stood up as well. Whoop. And one of her coworkers did it with her. That is awesome. Tanya has started a movement at her office. That is so good, Tanya. So Tanya, you get extra Bravo stickers for that. Okay, so everybody. Oh, and Deborah, you did. So I know Deborah says it's hard for her to stand. It's easier for her to walk. So I understand. So walking is extra good. It's extra good. So that is awesome, and that is extra good. And I think we might have a little stalker I have to get rid of, so I'll just have to pay attention to that. But anyway, so standing is good, walking is good. You can walk around. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get rid of this person. Y'all give me just a second. Okay, so thank you. Hello, Mary Jo. So thank y'all for giving me 2 seconds to get rid of that person. Anyway, but yeah, so walking is good, standing is good, anything to get up and move. So just anything to not be sitting, for too long. Okay, so if you attended last week, the Zoom meeting last week, or if you attended with us, both of them here, then you get Bravo stickers. So here are your virtual Bravo stickers. Bravo, everyone. And if you wanted to print any of those out, like if you're doing any scrapbooking, if you're doing a journal, if you want to print any out, you can print them out and cut them out, or you can print them on sticker paper. They do fit on the 1-inch round stickers. So you can print them out and use those, and you can print them out as many times as you want to, but those are on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So y'all feel free to do that. Okay, so let's go back to your homework, since I blew right past going, attending a Zoom meeting. Okay, so Tanya, we already talked about Tanya, and we already bragged on her, so she gets extra Bravo stickers tonight. Alicia gets up every time her Versa 2 goes off, and she's also grabbing something to drink. So she is getting, and yes, Mary Jo, I'm sorry, online members can join Zoom. Yes, you can. Anyway, Alicia grabs something to drink every time her Versa 2 goes off. So she gets up, and she's grabbing something to drink. But while she is, hello Connie, but while she's sewing, so apparently she sews a lot, and I would love to see some of what you're making, but apparently she sews a lot, and while she's sewing, she makes sure that she has on some good Christian jams so that she can get up and boogie when the Spirit grabs her. So I think that's a great idea. She's probably moving while she's sewing anyway. And then once a song grabs her, she is up and moving around. So I think that one's a great one, Alicia. And then Sandra took her breakup to the next level. During every show that she watches, she's not only standing up, she's walking at least 100 steps. She's doing 10 counter push-ups, and she's doing 10 deep knee bends. Sandra really broke up with her. She really broke up stand-up. So that's awesome. She's really getting some exercise in. So bravo to all you ladies that did your homework. There were several other people. I could only do 3 tonight, but awesome job, ladies. Everybody do your homework. We'll announce the homework for this coming week at the end of this first part of this chat. So if you're brand new with us, we go through a regular weekly meeting, and we are always a week behind. So I still highly encourage you to go to a Zoom meeting. This is like your booster shot for your Zoom meeting. So when we're back to in-person workshops, then this will be your booster shot for that. But yeah, so go to your Zoom meetings, go to your in-person workshops if you can, and then this is your booster shot for the rest of the week. So we're always a week behind, just in case you missed something or you're catching up, or if you are brand new, if you need to go back and watch all of them, we have 181. So after this one is posted, there are 181 chat videos. So surely to goodness you can get all caught back up with all the WW stuff after you've watched 181 videos. So this week, your chat is number 181. It is lower your smart points in your kitchen. So who knows? Everybody knows. Hopefully everybody knows that what you have surrounded yourself with is what you're probably going to grab. So if you just make a few changes in your kitchen, then you can lower your smart points overall. You can lower them a lot on some things. If you do a little bit, so if you just do little bitty things, along the way, you can make some big differences. It's like everything in life, a little bit does go a long way. And you can make some big differences just with some little changes. Some of the things I'm going to show you in the second half of the chat, you can make a big difference with some little changes. So if you printed out your weekly, this is last week's weekly, so this one does not have one of the keywords on it for the charm, okay? Because remember, we're always a week behind. So this is the one for lowering the smart points in your kitchen. And what WW is talking about, they had a couple of different, little topics, and I'm going to focus on one of them in the second half, but they were talking about ways to lower the smart points in your kitchen. And when we did this chat last week, or when we attended the Zoom last week, the first thing it said, we were talking about banana bread. So the weekly it literally says, banana bread, been there, baked that. After months filled with cooking and baking some more, you've mastered the kitchen or you're straight out of ideas for trying. So banana bread, who has tried more than 2 kinds of banana bread during COVID? Let me see some hands. Oh, and Jeannie wants to know where to print off the stickers. They are on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So it's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And while I'm waiting on y'all to tell me about banana bread, let me see if I can get there real quick so I can show you what it looks like, because that might actually help you to find it. So who has had at least 2 different kinds of banana bread? Lynn has. I have 2. So I don't know why baking. I don't know why everybody's baking. You are welcome, Jeannie, and I'll try to find it here for you real quick while we're talking about banana bread. And thank you, Nicole, for posting that. Ooh, Alicia made banana pancakes. Awesome. That sounds good. So if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, Jeannie, and let's see, Nicole did, Sylvia has. If you go to the website to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and if you go to digital downloads and touch that. Oh, my Wi-Fi's still thinking. Anyway, you can find those, and here they are. So here are the Bravo stickers that you can download and print, and you can use them and stuff. Okay, so that said, people are baking a whole lot more. They're baking a whole lot more now due to COVID than I don't know, just because we're stuck in our kitchens. Hello, Stacy. So what they're talking about this week or this last week is to change up some things, to try some ways, to lighten some things up. So in your weekly, and again, we're going to spend a lot of time on this in the second half, but in your weekly, one of the things they talk about is switching your method. So instead of frying and sauteing things, they're talking about, because they're saying, that's a lot of added oil and a lot of added fats, to switch to grilling, broiling, steaming. I know a lot of you all have Instant Pots, and that's, really, really helping you to lower your SmartPoints. Don't forget air fryers, because you're taking the frying out of things, so you're not adding a lot of oil to things before you put them in there. John reheated some pizza, which, where are you? Are you here tonight, John? Because I didn't see him say hello, but anyway, don't forget that, the thing that we talked last week or 2 weeks ago about some things that you could do in your air fryer that maybe you hadn't even thought about. Bacon in particular, you're going to be shocked if you go ahead and make your bacon in the air fryer. You will be shocked. Hello, Patsy from Bean Station. It is very nice to meet you. I know exactly where that is. And hello, Janice from Sutton, Ontario, Canada. But if you do some bacon in your air fryer, you are going to be shocked at the amount of fat that comes off of it. So bacon, like the kind of bacon that I buy, is 1 point per slice. Okay, it doesn't change. It doesn't matter if I fry it in a pan. It doesn't matter if I fry it in the air fryer. It doesn't matter if I bake it. It doesn't matter what I do to it. It is 1 point per slice. But I'm telling you, I don't count any less. I still count it as 1 point per slice. But cooking it in the air fryer, I will never, ever, ever cook my bacon any other way. So anyway, so switching your method, something like an air fryer, making substitutions. So I know a lot of people have been subbing out like unsweetened applesauce, putting unsweetened applesauce in your recipes instead of oil, because we're kind of talking about oil and fats and things. And so oh, wait a minute, Betty says she's always sending her mother pictures of what she's cooked in the air fryer, so now she's getting one for her and her dad. That is awesome, Betty. They're going to be healthier, and it's going to be more delicious for them. But swapping out things like applesauce, so using like applesauce or non-fat plain Greek yogurt in place of things in a recipe, always a great idea. Nicole's exactly right. Greek yogurt for sour cream. It's the weirdest thing. It tastes like sour cream. I do not know why. Don't know why. And Sylvia wants to know if I put the bacon on the rack. I put the bacon directly on the like in the pan, and I don't have time to get it out right now, but when you pull it out in the pan with the little holes in it, I put my bacon directly on that pan. I don't put it on anything else, and it fries up perfectly. I cut it in half before I do it. Jennifer says sour cream plain Greek yogurt. Exactly. Alicia says black beans and brownies. So I want to hear more about that, Alicia, at some point. And Liz says, are those tea drops in your cabinet? Yes, we sell tea drops here at KC Kitchen Center, Liz. So if you ever need any, we have them at KC Kitchen Center, which is where I'm at. And if you're in Knoxville, come on by and see us. But anyway, so things like unsweetened applesauce, so swapping out some things, making some substitutions, those are great. spicing up your life. So adding, garlic, adding, things that have a lot of flavor to them, so that you don't miss some, or miss some of the fat and some of the other things. One of the things, oh yeah, Lynn says pumpkin and brownies sounds good, and Liz wants to know if I like them. Yes, Liz, I do like them. But one of the spices that I use, and I did not wear the hat tonight because of that. I wore the hat tonight because I just needed a little more color today. But the Dax spices, everything but the salt, and there are let's see, I think Trader Joe's has an everything but the bagel. So this one is, so the Dax is everything but the salt. It's like the everything but the bagel seasoning that they have at Trader Joe's, but I use this one because I have an issue with swelling. Both of my parents had complications from things that had too much sodium in them with the diseases that they both had. So I use the Dax because it does not have any extra salt. You can get that here at Casey Kitchen Center. You can get it on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can order them from Dax. So the reason I'm talking about the everything but the bagel spice is because girls who've been making the two ingredient dough knows that this is the bomb. That everything but the bagel spice is the bomb on that. So good, and you don't even realize you're not eating a bagel. Or using a spritz of something. So instead of drenching something in oil, if you'll get something like this, like an Evo sprayer, and go ahead and put some oil, some good for you oils in it. So this, just a little spritz goes a long way. John used our Evo sprayer at home to spray his leftover pizza before he put it in the air fryer tonight. But just a little spritz goes a long way, and you don't have to use like an aerosol spray can, of oil. So this, you just put your regular oil in it. So this one has either olive oil or canola oil. I can't ever remember. The one at home I think has olive oil, and this one has canola oil in it, but it's just a little spritz. And if you can't find these, you can also look on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com under affiliate, or I think it's things I suggest or something like that, and there's a link to this. But this is an Evo sprayer, and you just put oil in it, and it spritzes. I'm not going to spritz it because it's oil, but it sprays just a little amount. Okay. So your homework for this week, and remember, we're going to talk more about this in the second half, so I'm not just dropping you dead in the water, but your homework for this week is hashtag SmartPoints swap out. So hashtag SmartPoints SWAPOUT. I think I got it all in there. Hashtag SmartPoints swap out. So what I want you to do for your homework is to pick one staple of your pantry or your fridge. So one thing that you keep, that's been a staple in your pantry or your fridge, that you could swap out with a lower point item. And I'm going to give you some ideas in the second half here in just a second. And thank you, Nicole, for posting the hashtag. And thank you, Alicia, for posting the hashtag. So pick one thing that's always been a staple at your house. So whether you keep it in the pantry or the refrigerator or the freezer, whatever, something that's a staple, and swap it out for something that is lower smart points, and then tag me in it so that I can give you your Bravo sticker. So it is, on Instagram, it's at IfYouHaveAnEgg. Here on the Facebook page, so we're on the live page right now, or on the public page right now doing the live, and it's just at IfYouHaveAnEgg. So it's the at symbol, and then IfYouHaveAnEgg. If you are over in our closed group, it is at Kelly Green Milligan. By the time you get the Kelly Green typed in, the rest of my name is going to pop up, and you can tag me there. Use the hashtag. Sometimes I can find them by that. If you are on YouTube, just go ahead and type me a comment. Type me a comment below. And I will see that, and I will answer you. I have a couple from the last couple of days that I haven't answered, but I promise I'll always answer them. If you are on Connect, I am at Scrap and Stamp 2. Don't ask. They won't let me change the name. It's SCRAPNSTAMP and the number 2. So don't forget to tag me for your for your homework, for your hashtag SmartPoints swap out. And you get extra Bravos. And by the way, you get extra Bravos if you use it in a recipe or a meal idea. So you get a Bravo sticker, you get a virtual Bravo sticker for doing your homework, and then you get extra credit if you use that in either a recipe or a meal idea. Okay? So you get extra credit for that. Okay. And it is exactly 8:30, so we're going to stop for just a second. If you're new, I take a break at the 30-minute mark, and then we go into our extra credit portion. And what do? Girls who have been with me all this time, what do we do at the 30-minute mark? It is time for water. So everybody stop and get your water and take you a big old drink. Yep, Sandra, it is water time. And Barbara's my water police. Water, yes, Alicia. Yes, it is time for water. And yes, Nicole, it is time for water. Okay. Yes, Sylvia, and yes, Sherry, and yes, Haley. Water, water, water. Okay. And a deep breath. Okay, so this is part 2 of chat number 181, titled Smart. We'll see, lower your smart points in your kitchen. So this is the second part. I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, July the 12th. We just finished chat number 181. Everybody needs to, yeah, Burr said, LOL, police, water police. So everybody, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Linda wants to know what the Connect name is. So if you are on WW Connect, the name on there is @ so it's the @ sign, Scrap in Stamp 2, SCRAPN STAMP and the number 2, and I will try really hard to remember to post it when we get done. But this is the second half of our chat, and this is the extra credit portion. So if you are brand new or if you're returning, we always do extra credit in the second half. If you don't have time to stay with us, like Melissa had to scoot off somewhere, if you don't have time to stay with us, you can always watch these later on YouTube. It's just youtube.com, and you search, and thank you, Nicole, and you just search If You Have an Egg, and at least 181 videos are going to come up. If you do that, Casey always posts them in two different videos. So if you need to watch the whole thing, and you're welcome, Linda, if you need to watch the whole thing, there will be one video that is an hour long, or an hour and 2 minutes, or however long we take. That video is the entire chat if you need to go back and watch the whole thing, or if you just need the extra credit portion, like if you need whatever the recipe was for the second half, or like last week was an Aldi haul, or this week we're going to talk about, some SmartPoint swap outs. If you just need to watch the second half, she always posts it as a separate video, so you don't have to sit through the entire hour again. Or you can put your headphones in and you can listen to it. Okay, so this is the second half. It is the SmartPoint swap outs. Okay, I am on WW My Way. So right now, I don't even know if y'all know this or not, but it's called WW My Way, and we have blue, green, and purple, and everyone is on a color plan. I am on green, so I am on WW My Way. I am on the green plan. Green is the most points. So everything as it appears in points on green has things are pointed the highest. So it will be no more than the number that I have just said. So anything that I give a points value on, just know that is green, and I did not take the time to go back and do blue and purple because that would take 3 times as long, and I already spend a couple hours every Sunday getting this ready for you, sometimes longer. But anyway, so this is all in green. Some of these things will be less points if they are on blue and purple. So just know that. Just know that you need to go back and check if you're on blue or purple, but it will never be more than the number of points that I am stating. Okay, so if you're on blue or purple, maybe less. Okay, so we were talking about swapping out some things in your kitchen. So we were talking about swapping out things that would be lower, in points, and you had homework to do from the first half. But right now, for the next 30 minutes, we're just going to talk about some things that you can swap out. So the first thing, swapping out flavored water for sweet tea. So I don't know how many of y'all are in the South. I don't know how many. Okay, so how many of y'all are from somewhere that does sweet tea? Like every menu has sweet tea on it. McDonald's has sweet tea on it. So show me hands of my good Southern girls here who have, like, at all opportunities, sweet tea is shoved in your face. So I noticed all the McDonald's signs here now say, I think sweet tea right now is $1 on any size. And they have a new insulated cup, so it's supposed to stay cold longer. So we get sweet tea shoved at us like we're bombarded with sweet tea. Here in the South, and it may be other places too, but I know it's here in the South. So Haley, Liz, Teresa, Kim. Okay, so flavored water. I know it's not tea, but you can add some of these sweeteners, or some of these. Tony's in North Carolina, so you can add some things to that. But let's try to get off the sweet tea. So I have a Jessica is making us a chart that will be posted this week. And David's in Georgia. Wait, do we have a guy with us? Awesome, because I keep saying girls, but I think we have a guy with us. So sweet tea. Sweet tea is anywhere from 5 to 9 smart points, depending on who made it and how sweet it is. You can do flavored water that's 0 smart points. So this entire, and Tracy's a Jersey girl, but she loves sweet tea. I know I'm not a big fan of sweet tea. I'm just saying we get, bombarded with it. And Jennifer says Crystal Light sells a sweet tea mix. It's probably delicious. So this is just flavored water. And Barbara drinks flavored seltzer water. That sounds good. So this is just one of the skinny syrups that we talked about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or whatever. And this one is the mermaid flavor. And I also used some mango with it. And if you don't know where to get these, if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, we've got a link over to their website, to the Skinny Syrups website. We don't actually sell these. But there's a link over to their website. And so this is just a quart mason jar, because if you're from the South, you also need to drink your liquids out of a mason jar. Sometimes, my other cup was dirty. But anyway, so that is 0. So that's 0 smart points versus 5 to 9 smart points. So anywhere from 5 to 9. I'll get another sip. And you can make them yummy. Coffee. Let's talk about coffee for just a second. So this is a coffee cup, right? Would everybody agree this is a coffee cup? Okay, a regular size cup of coffee is this big. I'm sorry, Carol Lou wants to know what flavor the mermaid is. Again, the mermaid is tropical citrus flavor burst, and then I added some mango to it. Yummy, 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 yummy. So this looks like a regular coffee cup. This is actually a regular coffee cup. So this would almost fit inside of this. Okay, so this is an 8-ounce coffee cup. Not this. I mean, I could drink this whole thing as a cup of coffee, but this is a cup of coffee. This is 8 ounces of coffee. So if you drink 8 ounces of coffee, so just a regular size coffee cup, if you drink this with creamer and sugar in it, that's 3 smart points. Now, I'm not talking cream and sugar. I'm talking a normal, like a serving of creamer and a serving of sugar. That's 3 smart points, okay? 3 smart points. If you switch, and if you like flavored creamers and things, if you switch to something like Premier Protein, it doesn't have to be this brand, but if you switch to something like Premier Protein, you can use a fourth of a cup of Premier Protein. You can use that in this same size coffee. You can use a fourth of a cup of this in your coffee, and it's 0 smart points for if you use a fourth of a cup. But if you want to do the ginormous cup, you could still do half of this container of Premier Protein, and it's just 1 smart point. And then that would also be 15 grams of protein if you used half of this in the bigger coffee cup. So just something to think about. If you're like me and you drink 3 and 4 cups of coffee a day, that would be, for this size cup, that would be 12 smart points. That would be 12 smart points for the day. 12 smart points for the day. And switch out to something like this, and it would be 1, 2 if you use the whole thing. And you'd be getting some protein. Okay, so remember, this is not a normal size cup of coffee. Okay. If you swap out, if you're on, like me and you're on green, if you swap out egg whites for a whole egg, there is nothing wrong with eating a whole egg. Absolutely nothing wrong with eating an entire egg. But if you're on green, an entire egg is 2 smart points, and I think that's awesome. But 3 tablespoons of egg whites is 0 smart points. So what I do to swap out my smart points, instead of having 2 eggs, so 2 eggs would be 4 smart points. Instead of having 2 eggs, I'll take 1 egg and then 3 tablespoons of egg whites, and that's still 2 smart points, but it makes the consistency of it's as big as 2 eggs when I get done with it. So that's a smart swap out, is to do egg whites for whole eggs, or just to add it to a whole egg so that it feels like you're having more eggs, more than just 1. Okay, I don't know if everybody can get this or not, and I did not find any across the street at Food City today. So I usually have to go to Kroger to get this. I have not found it at Food City, but fat-free cream cheese tastes shockingly the same as regular cream cheese. It's not quite as creamy, so I normally heat whatever I'm going to put it on and spread it on there so that it'll spread smoothly. But fat-free cream cheese, now watch the math on this, fat-free cream cheese is 2 tablespoons for 1 Smartpoint. Regular cream cheese is 1 tablespoon for 2 Smartpoints. So do you see what happened there? So fat-free is 2 tablespoons for 1 Smartpoint. Regular is 1 tablespoon for 2 Smartpoints. So I think it tastes exactly the same. It isn't quite as creamy, but it does melt really well. We're going to talk about something to put it in, something to use it in as a recipe here, here in just a few minutes. This one's going to blow you over. Okay, so this one is absolutely going to blow you over. We eat French toast or a Wego. Sometimes we eat Wegos at Casey's house every time, or like every Sunday morning right now. So we are, Debbie makes her own fat-free cream cheese with non-fat Greek yogurt. Okay, so Debbie, you're going to have to explain that because maybe that could be a recipe that we post. You're going to have to explain how to do that. So we do that almost every single Sunday morning when, because we spend the night with Casey, and John and I and Alyssa camp in Casey's backyard since all the COVID stuff started happening. And then we eat breakfast with them on Sunday mornings. So we're either making French toast or a Wego every Sunday morning. Okay. This is sugar-free syrup. So this is sugar-free syrup. Regular syrup. And Alyssa has been playing with the measuring cups here at Casey Kitchen Center. So for those of y'all that are new, I'm at work. I'm at Casey Kitchen Center. This is not my home. 1/4 of a cup, and I was going to show you all 1/4 of a cup, but Alyssa has run off with my 1/4 of a cup. Anyway, 1/4 of a cup of sugar-free syrup, and I like the Carrie's brand. There's also there's a couple of different kinds that I do like, but I just like the Carrie's the best. I've tried Maple Grove, but I don't know, I just like the Carrie's the best. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not thick. It's not super thick like maple syrup, but it tastes just like the flavor it's maple syrup. 1/4 of a cup. So thanks, Alyssa. I was going to show them how big it is. Anyway, 1/4 of a cup of Carrie's sugar-free syrup is 0 Smartpoints. None. 0. 1/4 of a cup of regular syrup is 8 Smartpoints. 8. So let's see. If I eat that every Sunday, and let me just do the math here real quick since John's not here to do it for me. So if we do this every single Sunday, that's 416 Smartpoints a year. That's a lot of Smartpoints. That is a lot of Smartpoints. And Deborah says you don't live there. Nope, not here. So Deborah, this is where I work. This is at my work. So we'll talk about that another time, or go back and watch another chat and we'll talk about it. But yeah, this is Casey Kitchen Center this is the business that I own. And there's like 1,100 other square feet out here, but we're in the kitchen instead of at my house. Okay, so John was very happy when I started doing it down here so that we didn't, so that he could have back his space at home, because we live in a very small loft. And Carol Lou says she adds that syrup to ground turkey breast and makes homemade breakfast sausages. What? Carol, you're gonna have to explain that because that sounds super yummy. Super yummy. Okay, this one is another shocker. And Sandra says she uses Walden Farms and it's 0 points no matter how much. That is good to know. So this is another shocker. Bagel thins. We talked about these last week. So I got I got the bagel skinnies when I went to Aldi last week. I get bagel thins when I go to Kroger or somewhere like that. But these are the bagel skinnies from Aldi. You don't have to just get the ones from Aldi, but these are 3 Smartpoints for a bagel. These are really super good with the fat-free cream cheese on them. So it's 3 points for the bagel skinny. It is 1 point for 2 tablespoons of the fat-free cream cheese, And remember I was talking about this earlier, and then liberally sprinkle it with the Dax, everything but the salt. Oh my gosh. Toast this a little bit. Oh my gosh, it is so yummy. And this with 2 tablespoons of the fat-free cream cheese and the Dax is 4 SmartPoints. Do you want to know how much just a bagel is? Just a regular bagel? Didn't even count the cream cheese or the rest of it. So a regular bagel is 11 SmartPoints. So if a regular bagel is 11 SmartPoints, and if you did 2 tablespoons of regular cream cheese, which would be, let's see, if you did 2 tablespoons, that would be 1 more SmartPoint. No, wait, hold on. 2 tablespoons would be 4 more SmartPoints. So that would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That would be 15 SmartPoints if you did a regular bagel, regular cream cheese, as opposed to, and trust me, I'm satisfied. I'm more than satisfied. I do not feel like I need more food. A bagel skinny, some kind of thin bagel. There's a bunch of different brands out there. Thomas had, yeah, let's see. Barbara says she gets the Thomas bagel thins. That's exactly what I'm talking about, from Kroger or Ingles or something here in Knoxville Publix. But the bagel skinnies I got at Aldi, 3 points. The scan them, the ones at Kroger and Ingles and other places, they're usually 3 also. So 3 points for this, 1 point for the fat-free cream cheese, 0 points for the everything but the salt bagel mix. So 4 SmartPoints versus, what did I just say, 11, 15. Whew, you get a regular bagel and regular cream cheese. Okay, and again, if you did that, let's see, how much would that be? What would the difference on that be? That would be 15 minus 4 times, if you only did that once a year, I mean, not once a year, if you did it once a week, 572 SmartPoints. That's a lot. That's a whole lot of SmartPoints for the year. Okay, this one, cauliflower rice versus regular rice. So I know a lot of husbands just checked out on me right now. So there are a lot of you all that say, oh no, you know, I hear people all the time say they don't like cauliflower rice. Or, I'm sorry, riced cauliflower. We're not allowed to call it cauliflower rice because that's some kind of copyright infringement or something. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so riced cauliflower is 0 SmartPoints. This is shelf-stable riced cauliflower that they happened to have across the street at Food City today. I normally buy frozen, but when I saw this, I was like, hey, that's shelf-stable. I'll grab it because that way I don't have to worry about it being in the freezer. So it's just regular riced cauliflower. So 1 cup of riced cauliflower is 0 SmartPoints, as long as it's plain riced cauliflower. Nothing's been added to it. It doesn't have any oil or anything added to it. 1 cup of rice is 7 to 8 SmartPoints. So this is minute jasmine rice, and it comes in a little microwavable cup. This one is 7 SmartPoints for 1 of these cups. So 0 versus 7. Okay, so you need to try it. And I'm not talking about just heating this up and eating it. So I don't heat this up and eat it just as rice, like I would, you know, be tempted to do with just rice. But for things like, you know, stir fries and adding it into, and Sylvia wants to know if I've tried this one yet. No, I have not. I bought this 5 hours ago. So I have not tried this yet, but I will let you know. But if I'm making something that would be like a rice, like I might use this one here at Casey Kitchen Center and make like a rice, some kind of like a tuna casserole, you know, or something like that that has rice in it. But if you're scared, or if you think your family's not going to eat it, then why not cut it, you know, half and half? So, oh good, Carol says it's good. So why not cut it if you're scared to? So even if you took a half a cup and a half a cup, so that would be 4 points. There'd be 4 points instead of 7 points. You'd still be cutting your points. So see, you don't have to completely switch. You can just, you know, you can just tone it down. And Teresa uses it in stuffed peppers instead of rice. That's an excellent idea. So Teresa, you should actually use that for your homework this week. And then if you post it as a recipe, you get extra bravos, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, and Orlando Debbie has had this and she says it is good. She's had that brand and she says it's good. Okay, oh, I gotta talk fast. This one, y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to sit down because you're going to pass out when I tell you this. Okay. Let's see, hold on. Jennifer says she had rice cauliflower with mixed veggies for dinner. Yum, yum, yum. And Alicia says she likes to make her own. That is awesome. I don't have time. I'm here 6 days a week, so I don't have time to. Orlando Debbie says it's good in a burrito bowl. Yummy. Okay, so we talked about unsweetened applesauce or, hello Rita. We talked about unsweetened applesauce or non-fat plain Greek yogurt, using that in place of oils and fats in recipes. A half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, if you are on blue, green, or purple, is 0 SmartPoints. So a half a cup is 0 SmartPoints. Does anyone want to guess without cheating how many SmartPoints a half a cup of oil is? Even good for you oil? Any guesses? Don't look it up. Don't cheat. Do not cheat. So if a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce or a non-fat plain Greek yogurt that works just as good in some recipes, just as good, anyway, is 0 SmartPoints. So Nicole guesses that a half of a cup of oil, of even good for you oil, is 28 SmartPoints. Jennifer guesses 24. Sandy guesses 12. Haley guesses 21. Deborah says, 20. Sylvia says 20. Alicia says a lot. Alicia is correct. 34. It's 34 for a half of a cup. 34. What? 34. So 0 versus 34. Okay, that's crazy. That is insane. Okay, so that's why a lot of people are using either unsweetened applesauce or plain non-fat Greek yogurt in their recipes. Okay, Truvia baking blend or stevia or some other, yeah, Ray's going, wow, yikes, yeah. Okay, so some sugar substitutes. This one's not a big one unless you use sugar a lot. And Nicole just fainted. I know, Nicole, I know. Tell me about it. So I don't use a lot of sugar, but for people that are putting sugar in teas or coffees or whatever, this makes sense why the sweet tea was so much. 1 teaspoon of sugar is 1 SmartPoint. Okay, that doesn't sound like a lot. Does not sound like a lot. Kimberly asks if the applesauce is also half a cup. If so, yes, it is a half a cup. And Jackie mentioned monk fruit. So I think y'all have mentioned monk fruit a lot. I need to know more about that. Okay. But anyway, so a teaspoon of sugar is 1 SmartPoint, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're adding, a lot of sugar to your, to your drinks, to your coffee, to your tea, to different kinds of foods, it can add up super, super quick. Truvia is 0 SmartPoints for 1 teaspoon. I know some of y'all have been talking about monk fruit and about blue agave and things like that. I have not tried any of those, but I don't like a lot of artificial sweeteners. I do like the Truvia baking blend, and I'm doing this because it's right there. It is right there in our pantry here at Casey Kitchen Center because I use it that much. I use it I like to stick a couple of pieces of bread in the air fryer and then spray it with a little bit of nonstick spray or some canola oil, a couple of spritzes of that, and then use some Truvia baking blend and some cinnamon and make cinnamon sugar toast. I'm not gonna lie, just love it. I love it. Okay, anyway, so that cuts down a lot on that. We already talked about spices. You can use spices to swap out a lot. Really quickly for the last 6 minutes, I got to talk about 3 recipes that we have all tried. Hello, Loretta. So 3 recipes that we have tried or need to try that are big swap outs. So buffalo chicken dip. Who likes buffalo chicken dip? Me. I could eat it every day. And I know John could eat it every day. He literally could eat it every day. Buffalo chicken dip, 1/4 of a cup. And again, don't have my 1/4 of a cup because Alyssa's been playing with it. Thanks, Alyssa. 1/4 of a cup, so that's not that big. 1/4 of a cup of regular buffalo chicken dip made anywhere else. So one of the ones I looked at the SmartPoints on is one that's made by Trader Joe's. One was... I don't know, I looked up a couple of pre-made ones and I looked up one from a restaurant. So 1/4 of a cup of regular buffalo chicken dip is 4 to 10 SmartPoints. So anywhere from 4 to 10 SmartPoints. There were a couple of them that were even more than that, but I thought normal people, would be eating between 4 to 10 SmartPoints. if you will go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, Karen, our friend Karen, we call her WinStar Karen. We've got so many Karens that we've had to start nicknaming them all. So WinStar Karen, it's a long story, but WinStar Karen came up with a buffalo chicken dip that uses the fat-free cream cheese. It uses chicken breast. It uses Frank shred hot sauce, so it's got some light cheese, things like that in it. It absolutely tastes exactly like any buffalo chicken dip that I've ever had. And instead of 4 to 10 SmartPoints for 1/4 of a cup, it's 1. It's 1. So Carol Lou just said exactly what I was thinking. Who eats a 1/4 of a cup? Okay, so if I ate a 1/2 of a cup of the others, that would be, let's see, a 1/2 a cup would be 8 to 20 SmartPoints, and a 1/2 a cup of Karen's would be 2 SmartPoints. So that is on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And yes, Orlando Debbie just said I'm going to can some chicken with Dax buffalo and make a buffalo chicken dip out of it. Exactly, yeah. So that recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So if you just go over to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and type in buffalo, actually you can type in you can search WinStar Karen, and it's on there, and her recipe is on there, and she shared it with us for free. So she was kind enough to let everybody get it. You can print it, you can download it, you can share it, you can do whatever you want to with it. But that recipe is on there. Apple fritters, like I occasionally love something sweet, but I like it with something savory with it. I don't normally just sit down and eat something sweet. I love apple fritters though, or like apple uglies. Do y'all ever get those? We used to get those all the time when I worked at a fabric store here in Knoxville eons ago. And we've had people bring them in a couple of times, and I thought, oh no, because I can avoid the donuts most of the time. I can avoid the super, super sticky sweet stuff like that. But there is something about an apple fritter, or one of the stores here calls them apple uglies. I absolutely cannot keep my hands off of them. An apple ugly is between, or an apple fritter or an apple ugly is between 6 and 11 SmartPoints. If you also go over to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and type in apple fritter, I have an apple fritter recipe that you can have 2 of them for 3 SmartPoints. They are delicious, they are warm, they are appley, and they are yummy. Okay, and I'm gonna go, hang on for just a second. Don't go anywhere, because I'm gonna go get the last one. Hang on for just a second. Okay, I made these today, and I had to keep them in the freezer because it's a little bit cooler in here now, but I did not want them to melt. So Jennifer Nicole had shared something on in the If You Have an Egg group, in the closed group. So if you would like to join the closed group, you can, it's visible, but you can't read anything. So if you want to join the group, maybe somebody will share the link here. I'll try to remember to share it later. And Haley says, apple fritters, I think I love you. But in that group, if you want to join, you have to answer the 3 questions. It doesn't have to be a long answer, but you need to answer the 3 questions, or I will not let you in. I will not let you in. Okay, but Jennifer Nicole over in our closed group has been sharing a lot of great ideas. She's been sharing, has shared some swap outs already this week, so she actually probably gets an extra Bravo sticker. This is a recipe that she found on, let's see, it's called Whiz Smash or something. Anyway, I'll have to go back and look and see what it is, but I changed it just a little bit. So this is like a frozen whoopie pie. Yes, Alicia, it is the peanut butter Cool Whip things. Okay, so I don't know what to say we're swapping out for this, but these are 3 SmartPoints each. I did change the ingredients a little bit, so if you go and look at the thing that Jennifer posted in our group, it's a little bit different than that, because I did add some non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I added some, here somewhere, some of the Skinny Syrup's peanut butter cup syrup. And thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Orlando Debbie. And I added some Lily's dark chocolate chips. So these are light Cool Whip, PB2 powder, so some kind of peanut butter powder. I did not have the chocolate flavor, so that's why I added the Lily's chocolate chips. It has, let's see, mine has non-fat plain Greek yogurt in them, and it has some sugar-free caramel syrup on top, and it has a couple of the Lily's chocolate chips. So You mix all that together. I put mine into 9 muffin cups so that I could have the Lily's chocolate chips and the points not go up. So I made 9 of them. I put them in the muffin tins or in the little muffin cups. Put them in an 8x8 pan. It fit perfectly. I put them in the freezer, so that was the perfect size for 9 of those, and to fit in the freezer. They have been freezing now for, let me see, for 5 hours. I don't think it took 5 hours. I think it probably took about 3 hours for them to be frozen. But let me try one because it is exactly 9 o'clock. 3 Smartpoints. And I have chocolate. I'm like, this is so good. These are so good. They're so refreshing because they're cold. And boy, I'm glad I didn't take them out earlier because they're already trying to melt. So refreshing because they're cold. So yummy. Like, so yummy. I'm going to take another bite. Oh. These are good. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. And yes, Jennifer Nicole. So good. I'm so glad you posted that. So you get extra Bravo stickers for that. Now my only problem is going to be staying out of them. But if you notice, I made them here at work. So I will always have witnesses when I'm eating them. And honestly, they'll probably want to eat them too. Okay. So we are at the end. It is time to go home. Not sure why John wasn't here. So he may have already fallen asleep. But Barbara, I will be posting the recipe. If you go look at Jennifer Nicole's post in our group, you'll see the version of it from, what is it, Whiz Smash? I can't remember. I tried to write it down. And Liz, okay. So Liz, I'm really behind on posting the recipes because we've had so much going on here at KC Kitchen Center, but I'm really trying to get caught up. Okay. Anyway, they are awesome. They are so yummy. If you follow the one that Jennifer Nicole posted, you'll be able to make these. So you all have an awesome evening. Thank you, Debbie. Y'all have an awesome evening. I enjoyed so much being here again this week. I love talking to you all every week. Next week we're talking about paths, and this is one of the paths that I want to stay on because I love talking to y'all every week. So I hope to see you next week at the 2:30 Zoom meeting here in Knoxville. And remember, I don't put that on, Gwen puts that on, but I would love to see you there. I would love to see you here again next week for our live. If you can't watch it live, just watch it on demand on YouTube. So for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this later on YouTube, and good night everybody, and y'all can hear Dusty, he knows it's 9 o'clock. If you're watching this later on YouTube, up here is going to be the next video. Right here you can subscribe. So if you click this little button right here, you can subscribe and go ahead and hit the little bell so that it will alert you when we have our new videos. And over here is a spread shirt. Oh, and the Wego shirts. I think Jessica is putting these on our website so that y'all can actually purchase them because we have them, and we've never tried to sell them. But anyway, y'all have an amazing night and an amazing week, an even better week. Try some of these things. Don't forget to swap some things out, and I will see you next week. Oh, the homework hashtag. Haley's asking for that real quick. It is hashtag SmartPoints swap out. So, okay, y'all have a great week, and I will see you next week. Good night.